Hello, friends. Zita here in Vancouver, Washington at Bagley Downs Community Park. Today is Friday. Doesn't matter, every day is the same in quarantine. Today is day 31 of Stay Home, Stay Safe here in Washington. I've been abiding by the law. I've only come to this park every day for my walk. This week, every day for 6 days, I have ran. Today, I did almost a mile. I hope to do more running. It's kind of like walk fast, jog, run a little bit, jog, walk, gasp. But I'm getting stronger and it felt good. It always feels good for me when I stick to something and achieve a goal. So I'm going to stick to running. I said it there. I said it. This is going to be on YouTube. I said it to the world. I'm going to stick to running. I started running way back when I was like 15. Here in Vancouver, I'd go to the Hudson's Bay track, used to run 2 miles a day. Life got ahead of me and I stopped. I gained weight. And I keep trying over the years, but I'm afraid of the extra weight on my knees. But I've lost a little bit of weight and I'm feeling pretty good and I'm running. I'm just doing it, okay? Hurts a little bit, but not too bad. So here we are. They're talking about opening up states. Georgia's opening up. There's all kinds of protests about, is this too soon? Here on the West Coast, they're hoping to do it safely, do it in phases. And some places are requiring facial coverings. I just read that New Seasons is going to require all their customers to wear facial coverings. I am in favor of that. I think if everyone wore face coverings, it would help, and for many, many reasons. It might help the spread. But mostly, it's like we're all in this together. There'd be less stigma. I did get to Walmart the other day with my daughter, and it was the first time at Walmart in over 30 days. And we waited outside in these little squares on the pavement, like 6 feet apart, and then they let us in one at a time. But once we were in, there was no enforcement of rules, and about half the customers were wearing facial coverings. All the staff were, but the people that were wearing facial coverings, myself included, I was wearing a mask. I didn't give people dirty looks, but I saw a lot of dirty looks from people that were wearing masks and other people weren't. And, that's always, the us and them. But, if we all did it, there would be none of that. We'd all be the same. Plus, maybe there would be less prejudice, right? Because we're all wearing a mask. Who knows what's underneath it? Well, I guess you can still see skin color, and people are always looking for differences. But whatever, I think we should wear masks. And, the spread seems to be slowing. There's all this craziness always of, sensationalism in the news. Once the pandemic is over, what are they going to talk about? Oh, probably back to the presidential election. Actually, today I was listening to the news and they were talking about things other than the pandemic. I couldn't believe it. They were talking about new movies that are coming out in the fall, talking about sports and the weather. They were talking about the presidential election. But what are we going to do? The thing is that this is not going to go away. They're saying it's going to come back in the winter, and there will be more viruses. I mean, it's a changing world. It's bound to happen. I just think it's good that we be prepared. But not everybody's on the same page, Not everybody's on the same page with social distancing or how this virus even started. And there's all these theories popping up. And I look at things and I look at the source and I think, isn't that interesting? But you know what? Then I go back to my little world and I try to find as much joy as possible. I'm enjoying still teaching piano online, and that's probably going to continue because the Music Center is closed for the summer. So I'm inquiring about teaching online for the summer, and I'm going to be working on getting a little bit better equipment. I'm toying with the idea of getting a backdrop because I have a little basement room. It's embarrassing. I'm humble. Just a little digital electronic keyboard. It's fairly nice digital keyboard, but it's not like what I really like, a grand piano or an upright. But I'm just in a little basement room, and so I'm going to get a backdrop. I'm going to get a frame, and then pretty cool, I'm thinking of this historic library backdrop, so that when I do my Zoom and my Skype, It'll look cool. That really cheered me up. I think part of me doing my online stuff is how embarrassing people see how I live. Isn't it silly at my age that I think about things like that? But my students are cool, and I'm going to see how they live too, which is, we shouldn't judge each other, right? But I'm enjoying my lessons. Sometimes it's funny because the video quality isn't always good, sound quality isn't always good. Zoom has been tricky for me. I sometimes can't figure out how to let people into my meetings, like they're stuck in waiting rooms and things. I think I like Skype better, but the kids seem to like Zoom, I think because they're using it for school, or maybe because they can use it on their iPads and things. So, yeah. Anyway, here I am walking a lot again. I already did almost a mile this morning. What's going on here? Oh, today my scripture, really lovely readings. Read entire Psalm 85 and Nahum 2, 8 through 11. It's surprisingly relevant for this pandemic times. And Luke 20, 20 through 26. I already told you about new seasons requiring face masks. I think more stores and grocery stores are going to require that, and that's cool. Stats, global cases, 2,830,000 with 197,245 deaths. Nearly 200,000 deaths globally. And United States, 925,000 cases, so nearly 1 million cases. I think it'll be in a few days in the United States. 52,000 deaths. So that's pretty much all for today. I'm going to go back and hang out with my granddaughter and do some more studying and piano playing, and I will see you back here tomorrow. I'm going to get up early again and run. Yay me! Okay, blessings to you and your loved ones. Hope you're all healthy. If you're not, you're in my prayers. Everyone in the world is in my prayers lately. We will survive. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.